Patreon. What's up? Sam gets a bigger screen on this one. Look at that.
Yeah.
You know what? It's funny because listen, I know that you want to tell everybody all your stories, but I do want to have some stories for Patreon only because I think part of it is that sometimes I feel like some stories I almost like I should tell that on stage. Not that I don't want to waste it on the podcast, you know what I mean? But dude, I want to hear from anybody on Patreon. If you have any hilarious first job stories, please tell me. I should have asked the entire podcast, but dude, not only was Pizza Hut kind of gross at Discovery Zone, because like it was literally people that were hired to work at a Chuck E. Cheese, and then you put them in charge of a Pizza Hut that was inside a Discovery Zone. We just had a Pizza Hut kitchen in Discovery Zone. Like, and they just served Pizza Hut pizza and then all the other Discovery Zone stuff, like, you know, like hot dogs and like popcorn and nachos, you know?
Well, concession stand, essentially.
Yeah, right, exactly. But then also there's the Pizza Hut window.
Yeah.
I will say one of my favorite things ever, I was a party host. So I would host birthday parties on Saturdays and Sundays. And like people would tip you for like helping them open presents and getting their pizza and like making sure they have their drinks in their party room, just shit like easy stuff. It was one of my favorite things ever was we would always steal all the little prizes. They have all these little prizes from like the crane games and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, total theft in my whole life. But no, they would just like, I don't know how there was like so many, we would just take them, but they used to have like all these funny little toys and stuff. And like, you'd be like, oh dude, they got like Star Wars guys and stuff. Like you get excited for little kids.
I want that one.
One of my favorite things is that I could make announcements over the loudspeakers.
Oh, you took advantage of that, right?
I would make announcements that were real, but they like couldn't get mad at. So like I would make like fake orders and people like wouldn't know, you know, like I'd be like, the party that ordered the 10 pepperoni pizzas, we accidentally made them sausage. Please come up and let us know if that's okay. Thank you. Like stuff like that. And then the manager, we'd always mess with them. They would come back because it's always like a 30-year-old who like still lives with his parents. No offense. Your assistant manager at Discovery Zone. He's like, what the hell? What happened to those pizzas? You know, like they'd flip out. Or my favorite, Didn't
really happen, Jerry. Ease up.
Yeah. Wait, what was his name? Oh, dude, this guy. And then we had another manager named Scott at Discovery Zone. He was actually a nice guy. I would get on the loudspeaker and I would make announcements that we were closing. But I would do the real math. So
we're closing.
I would just be like, Discovery Zone friends, we would just like to remind you that Discovery Zone will be closing in 6 hours and 45 minutes. I repeat, Discovery Zone will be closing in 6 hours and 44 minutes. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Like, just stuff like that. And there would be like 10 adults laughing. They'd be like, what the hell? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I would be that adult. I'd hear that and go, oh my gosh, they're thinking it through.
You're like, that kid's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's so silly, but it was funny. One of the craziest things I've ever seen happen there. And people always ask, like, there's tubes. The kids would climb through the tubes. We had a laser tag arena that would basically maze a room with like cardboard boxes you run around. But then we had the tubes. We had a huge ball pit, right? So people would say like, oh my God, like that's disgusting. What would happen if like somebody like peed in the ball pit or like kids pooped and peed in the tubes of the ball pit? Oh, I'm about to tell you.
Oh goodness. I saw this coming.
Because this is so every like literally once a week, I think it was Sundays, they would every night they had a machine. I'm not kidding. That was connected to the ball pit and it vacuumed the balls out from the bottom. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
They would vacuum them out and they would run them through this machine. It was a ball washer. Really? And it would just be like, and you'd have to load it with like cleaner, really, and it would just, and it was clear, so you could watch them go through the water. It was neat. They invented this thing, so the
That's
kids could
pretty
watch.
cool.
So sometimes you would turn it on, I think, but usually it was on like Sundays. We would like pump the. And so, and then like after you would pump them all out, you really have to go in and like mop it up and let it dry, right? And I've done that quite a few times. You go in there, clean up puke and all that, and
Oh,
but most of the time it was caught by the balls in the pit. The worst one, it wasn't a baby. It was like a 4-year-old with a diaper on.
oh.
This kid, Sam, stay calm. This kid had a leaky diaper.
Oh, good Lord.
He crawled all through the tubes.
Oh, no.
I kid you not, bro. There was a stream of poop through all the tubes. Kids were coming down the slide
Oh.
in his shit. Kids on their hands and knees crawling in the tubes, coming out with it on their hands.
Oh.
The place was bedlam.
Oh, I
There
bet.
were moms and dads like, I mean, we had to shut the store down immediately.
Well,
Like,
yeah, because you have like disease that
oh
could
my
go around in
dude,
that.
parents were rushing to the janitor's closet. Like there was a dude hosing his kid off in the janitor's closet, taking their clothes off. And we were just like, yeah, do what you gotta do. Like, dude, it was so gross. Oh my god, now oh my god.
If you want to know what the apocalypse is going to be about, think about that.
Yeah, tubes and ball pits of diarrhea. Yeah, dude. Dude.
Oh.
Our one manager, the annoying one, he was a littler guy, and there was 2 girls we worked with. They had to go in all the tubes and clean out all the tubes. My manager was like, "Can we hire disaster restoration?" The company was like, "No way. We're already losing money being closed today." So like everyone there, we had to, and I was like, dude, I get off at 3:00. I'm out
out
of
at
here.
3.
I'm like, fucking bye. Like, dude, I felt so bad. There was 2 girls, like, cause dude, I was 6 foot already. Like, it was hard to crawl through them tubes, let alone you had to take a bucket and rag and crawl. Dude, that's it. That's it, Patreon.
I think I would have just went, nope, bye. I'm out.
I will say, I'll have some more stories. I say what, working at pizza shops is one of the funnest things of all time, dude. Me and those dude, we cut up so bad. I had friends show up. I'd be handing out large pizzas like they were toll booth tokens. I don't even know what that means, but you know what I'm saying. All right, Sam, Patreon, you're the best. Thank you, friends.
Adios.